Hey everyone, so it's Sarah. Today I filmed this makeup look that is my go-to going out makeup look. It's quite simple. I only used 4 eyeshadows, I think. And I just know that when I put this makeup on, it's not going to go anywhere. It's going to be fudge proof, last all night, and just look just as good as when you first put it on. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, then just keep on watching. Okay, so first I am going to start by putting back my hair. You guys all know this. And we are going to start by priming my face. So the primer that we are using today is the Urban Decay Optical Illusion Primer. And this is just a pore minimizing primer. You guys know I have been pretty obsessed with this stuff lately. So that is what we are using. And I'm just using it in the areas that I really need it. So that is right around here, in this cheek region. Okay, and the foundation that I will be using today is the Lancome Tint Idéal Ultra 24-Hour Wear Makeup. And I have the shade 140 Neutral. Just going to take one pump on the back of my hand and going to dot this all over my face. And then I'm just going to use my beauty blender to blend that out. I look crazy. Okay, and I'm just going to take a little bit more and I'm just going to apply this to where I need a little bit more coverage. I've really been liking this foundation lately. When you guys see this, there should probably already be a review up for it. But yeah, I've just been really liking this lately. Okay, so next going in with concealer, and I'm going to use my Tarte Shape Tape in the shade Light Sand. And I'm going to be applying this under my eyes and then to the high points of my face. And I am going to go a little bit more full coverage today because this is like my go-to going out look, so I will wear a little bit more makeup when I am going out. Not that I go out very often if you actually know me. And then again, using my beauty blender to blend this guy out. Of course. And whatever's left over, I'm just going to go on the eyelid. So then I take the butt end of the beauty blender and I kind of just go around the edges of like where my under eye concealer meets my foundation. That way it blends it out a little bit better. And then there. Okay, so because this is a going out makeup look, you're definitely going to want to set your face so that you know everything is locked into place all night long. You don't have to worry about it at all. That's also why I went for this foundation, because it's a very long wearing full coverage foundation. So to set the under eyes, of course I'm using my Cover FX Light Translucent Setting Powder. Okay, so I'm going to set under the eyes. And as you guys know, I don't set all the way up just because my eyes are really dry, but if you can bake, I would totally recommend baking. That way you don't have to worry about your concealer going anywhere. But I cannot do that because I will look crusty and dry. And that's like not a look that I normally, it's like not a look that I normally enjoy going for, so next, going in with my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And I'm just going to use a big fluffy powder brush. Woo! And I am just going to set the whole face. Now you could use a powder foundation if you want to add a little bit more coverage when you're locking it in, but this foundation provides me with plenty of coverage. And I like to make sure I set my where my smile lines normally crease, so I'll just like okay. So next I think we are going to go in and do eyes, and then we'll come back and finish the rest of the face. This is just how I usually do my makeup. So for eyes, I'm going to be taking the Urban Decay Primer Potion in the shade Fix. And I am going to be applying this to my eyes, obviously, as it is an eyeshadow primer. So I'm just going to apply a very small amount. And just blend it out with my finger. Okay, and then I'm actually going to set my eyes with the same powder that we set under our eyes with, just so that the shadow doesn't skip or anything like that. Okay guys, so as you can see, I went and did my brows. They're looking a little strong right now, but don't worry. Also, like, definitely want to do your brows if there's going to be a bunch of pictures being taken, because sometimes your eyebrows just like disappear in them. So that's why my brows are looking a little bit strong, but it's okay. Okay, so to get started with the eyes, I am going to be using this Anastasia single shadow in the shade Fawn, which is this light warm brown shade here. And I am just going to be taking a fluffy crease brush. So this is the Urban Decay Smoky Crease Brush. And I'm just going to be picking up some of the product and then just blending this into my crease. And for this look, I'm going for like a smoky outer V. So you're going to want to take the shadow out a little bit further than what you normally would, and then keeping the majority of the product on the outer part of the eye, and then bringing it in when you have less product. We're focusing a lot on the outer corner today. So I just kind of flick it out on the outer corner, just creating a little bit more of a cat eye shape. And then I'm also going to apply it on the outer corner of the eye and then blending it inwards. So next I am going to take another single shadow from Anastasia, and this is called Fudge, and it's another warm chocolate brown color. So I'm going to take this on a smaller brush. So I am going to take this on a smaller pencil brush, and we are going to focus this more on the outer corner. I'm not going to be putting this as far in as I did with the other color, because this is where we're going to start to get the gradient of the outer corner. So I'm just taking it up into the crease in the outer corner, not even just before the halfway point. And then I'm also going to lay it along the lash line. So I'm laying this in like a V shape on the outer corner. And then what we're going to do is we are going to take that blending brush and then just in circular motions blending out those lines. I'm not going to take it farther up or anything. I'm just kind of going in small circular motions, just so that it keeps the product where it is but blends it out. So once you're happy with that, you can really tell that this kind of elongates the eyes. So I know this palette is no longer available, so I'm really sorry about that. But I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Gwen Stefani Palette. And I'm going to be taking the matte black shade out of here, which is called Blackout. And on the same pencil brush, I'm going to pack just the tiniest amount of this on the outer corner. So we're going to concentrate this just on the outer corner where the really darkest spot is. And then we will blend that out. But you don't need very much. And then taking my brush, we're going to blend this out. And then don't worry if that's not blended out perfectly because we're going to go back over it in a minute. But taking the color Stark out of the palette, it's just a matte, almost skin tone shade, but a little tiny bit darker. And I'm just going to take that on a flat shader brush. So this is a MAC 239 brush. And I'm going to pack this on the first 2/3 of my eye. So I know that doesn't do very much for the look of that color, but I'd like to bring it back a little bit farther just to kind of blend out the edges of that color. And then we'll go over the outer corner again and we'll have more of a seamless blend. And then I will go in with Fawn again and just relay this on the outer corners, bringing this one in quite a bit farther, and just having that shadow, that really muted skin tone color shadow, really helps to blend these together. And then I'm going to go back in with Fudge as well on the same brush, not going out quite as far. So next I'm going to take my NYC matte liquid liner and I'm just going to make a small line on my top lash line. I am not going to wing this out or anything like that. I just want a line for the base of my false lashes. Okay, and while that's drying, we can do our bronzer. So today I'm going to be using the NARS Laguna bronzer. You guys know how much I love this stuff. As you can see, it's almost gone. And I'm just going to be using a dual fiber brush. We are just going to bronze up our face. Don't forget the temples, jawline. So I'm going to take the Cocoa Lashes in the style Queen Bee, and as you can see they're a lot longer on the outside, so that'll just help with the already cat eye shape that we are going for. So I'm going to apply these lashes off camera because I have a video for lashes. If you haven't seen that, I recommend you check it out. And I will be right back with some lashes on. Alright guys, so I have my lashes on. As you can see, like I said, they really create that like elongated cat eye. And I just really love the way these lashes look, especially with this eye look. So we are going to finish up the face and then we will do the lower lash line. So next, taking my Tarte Amazonian Clay blush in the shade Exposed. This is my all-time favorite blush, so that's why I'm going to use this guy. It also doesn't add too much of a flush, just enough color to give yourself like a healthy kind of glow. And then I always like to apply my blush to the apples and then blend it back. I just feel like it creates like an all-around, really pretty, subtle, natural, just glow. Flush, you know, whatever you prefer to call it. I always like to do highlight last. Yeah, we're going to do highlight last. So I'm going to finish my lower lash line now. I'm really jumping all over the place here. So we're going back in with Fawn first. and my Urban Decay Smoky Smudger brush, and we are going to apply this to the lower lash line. And you want to make sure you connect it to the outer corner of your eyeshadow. So I brought this one down the farthest, and then next I am going to go in with this angled brush and the color Fudge. And we are going to apply this closer to the lash line. And then lastly, just taking a little bit of the black shadow on the same angled brush, and making sure you tap off most of the excess, all of the excess. And I'm just going to apply this to the outer corner, right up against that lower lash line. Very, very lightly smoking just the edges of that out, just so that you don't have a super harsh black line. Alright guys, so to finish off the eyes, I am taking a brown pencil liner and I'm going to apply this to my lower waterline. So, highlight time. And we all know this just completes the whole look. So, taking my Nicole Guerriero Glow Kit, I am going to mix Glow Getter and Forever Lit on my Anastasia 23 brush, A23 brush. We're just going to mix those two, apply these to the cheekbones. I'm going to mix some of Forever Young, which is like the more champagne color, in there too. And I'm going to take just a little bit above my brow. And then Cupid's bow, of course. Tip of my nose, and then just a little bit down the bridge. And then I'm going to take just a really small amount just on the inner corner. For lip color today, we all know I would usually go with Kat Von D Ludwig, but we're going to switch it up a little bit. And because I know this one is extra long lasting, like basically waterproof, I'm going to take the Tarteist Matte Lip Paint, and this is in the shade Bestie, and it's just described as like a deep nude color. And then we are going to want to set our face so that everything stays in place all night long. So I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Chill Makeup Setting Spray, and I learned this trick from Nikki Tutorials. So what you're going to do is you're going to set one half of your face, you're going to take a fan and you're going to fan it till it's dry. Then you're going to do it to the other side of the face. So make sure you close your eyes, and you want to just make sure your face is really relaxed so that you don't make any of the products settle and set into your fine lines. So alright everyone, so that is it for today's tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is just my go-to going out look. I really love the eye and the shape of it, and I love the lashes along with it. Just a really neutral lip, and then just a base that you know is not going to go anywhere. So if you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe so you can see more videos from me in the future. And we will see you all again very soon. Bye everyone!